This is P and we're back. May the 2nd, Saturday morning, 2020. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe now. That way you can stay up to date with all my latest unboxing videos, review videos, and throwback videos. First of all, I want to give a shout out to everybody that's been quarantined, practicing the social distancing due to the coronavirus, the COVID-19, which is full effect in the United States. And also everybody that may have lost someone as far as their friends or family members. Yeah, it's crazy. That's an understatement. You just got to try to practice the preventative measures. Simple hand sanitizer, wearing a mask, which I got some. A lot of people are making them. A lot of places are providing them, so try using your mask as much as possible. It may be required more in certain areas, but that can help. And be aware of your surroundings. You know, try to keep that 6 to 8 feet distancing. If you're working in essential businesses or corporations or whatever, that where you have to work close by, just make sure you got your mask on. Make sure some of these places are actually checking their employees by temperature, which is one of the symptoms, having a high temperature or fever. Along with shortness of breath, because it's a respiratory disease. If you don't know, it's been going on for since January or February. And the more you're educated, the more you know. Like, a lot of questions are, if I get it once, can I spread it again, or can I catch it again, or all these different things. Just do your research, because you know, it plays part of your immune system, depending on your age and your pre-existing health conditions, young or old. But yeah, some of the symptoms is going to be the high fever, shortness of breath, dry coughing, repetitiveness, feeling like you got the flu, and it's allergy season in most places. So you may be thinking that it's allergies, you get them every year, but you still may want to check with your physician and see if that's what it is. Those symptoms are lining up, or get tested if possible. No vaccines at this point. That's what we need. We need them for everybody. But when they get the vaccine, it has to be compatible with everybody. And you know, it's just crazy that we have something like this in 2020, and around this time in 2019, we wasn't even thinking about this. So just be aware of your surroundings. Try not to be out as much as possible. Listen for others around you in the stores if you have to go, or these businesses, or some of these places that's starting back up. Listen for that dry cough. If you hear somebody coughing, if it's somebody you don't know, just keep your distance and get out as soon as possible. But this video, let's have a little bit of fun. It's going to be about the Nike Air Jordan 5. And I'll get into the definition of all of that if you don't know. The Jordan 5 colorway is the fire red, which is going to consist of white, red, and a little bit of black, and a little bit of ice too. They released this morning with the Nike Air on the back, OG style. And this is going to take you all the way back to 1990. So this is the 5th Jordan of the OG Jordans that was released. But now they're re-releasing it, still OG, because OG represents an original colorway that Jordan actually wore in the games. Like, you'll get a Jordan 5, same model, but different colorways, all these different colorways that he never wore back when he was playing in the NBA. So he was signed with Nike, then later on it went to Jordan, the Jumpman, and this right here is going to have all the features. Now, with that being said, Michael Jordan, iconic basketball player in the NBA, played with the Chicago Bulls up to the 1998 season where he retired, came back later on with the Wizards, but he entered the draft from UNC, Chapel Hill, the Tar Heels, North Carolina. Well, let's do that reverse. North Carolina, which is located in the Chapel Hill, University of North Carolina. Tar Heels is the mascot. White, Carolina blue. You know, he went to Laney High School, which was he grew up in, I think it's Williamsburg, or Williamton, Williamton, North Carolina. Comment below. I know y'all gonna have a blast with that. But yeah, and enter the draft after 2 years of playing with the Tar Heels, Chicago Bulls, Phil Jackson. Later on, you get Scottie Pippen, you get Dennis Rodman, you also get All-Star games. You also get the Dream Team that he was a part of for the Olympics. You also get all these crazy stats and 6 championships during his time with the Chicago Bulls, which was a three-peat. 3 and then 3 championships again. So it's a lot of details with it. There's a lot of hype surrounding this shoe for all these different reasons. You have a mini series on ESPN called The Last Dance, which is in the background right here, episode 1. They're releasing 2 episodes every weekend, I think for a total of 10, and then you'll be able to pick it up on Netflix. Now, if you don't have ESPN Network, I think you can download the app, and there may be a way you can log in and check it out on your mobile device or something like that. So each episode is 45 minutes to an hour long. It starts off with Jordan back and forth between his upbringing as a kid, teenager, and to the last dance, which means the last dance as the Chicago Bulls unit as one, with Michael Jordan, with Phil Jackson, with Scottie Pippen, with Dennis Rodman, which was crazy on the as far as defense, coming from his team, which was the Detroit Pistons. Then he had a second with the Spurs. You'll see all of that. Like the first episode, Michael Jordan is in all of them. But Michael Jordan, the second episode sort of hits Scottie Pippen, a lot of things you may not know about him, especially the youth out there, and a few things I didn't know. When I say youth, the generation of the LeBron, the Kawhis, the KDs, even the Zion era. So you get a little bit of history too, and see when Scottie Pippen came in and how his salary was super skinny, like he was with the long arms, until he put on some weight, him and Jordan, after the Pistons was getting on him in 88 and 89. But and then the third episode hits Dennis Rodman a little bit. The fourth episode gives you a little history on Phil Jackson that I didn't know. And back to Dennis Rodman, I didn't know he dated Madonna, of course, Carmen Electra, and like some other ones. He was wild, but he was crazy on the court and always got the job done. But you'll see all of that on these videos. But it's a lot of hype for this release of this shoe because of it. And also because it's one of the first OG colorways of the year. I mean, think about it. We're going into May. Mother's Day is next week. Shout out to all the mothers next Sunday. And you're going to have a shoe, an OG shoe, a lot of hype around it for 2020. But for online shoppers, it could be sort of crazy. You know, most of the stores are not open. The malls are not open. A lot of the shops, Hibbett's, one of the local retailers was doing like a curbside first come first serve this morning at 11. I know some people that went to one. For me, it probably took at least 30 or 35 minutes to secure 4 pair. Nike first. I didn't know about the ones from Foot Action until later on with Foot Locker. I tried Foot Action. Took a L on it, but I ended finishing up with a complete purchase and completing a purchase from East Bay. So Nike, Foot Locker, and East Bay. Shout out to all of them. And I tried with Foot Action, Champs. I never really could get into those, especially Champs. I got into Foot Action, but it's just like the bogus. You know about it. If you ever tried to get these on the app or on the phone, it's like all these different things, roadblocks to try to stop you from getting the shoes. They don't want you to get them. But this Fire Red was originally released in 1990, so it's hype on it, OG colorway. Released again in 2000, 2006 with the 23 on the side, 2008, and I think maybe 1 or 2 times in 2013. So it may have came in a little pack or something like that. So it's 2020. people got money in their pocket. The stimulus, yeah, a lot of people got the stimulus paper. Tax time, they may still be holding on to it. And they know these shoes was coming out, these sneakers, in a full-size run, from kids to youth to adult. Classic Chicago Bulls colorway. You can wear it with black, red, all of that. I'll show you in a second. And then I'm going to tell you which pair I actually got. All right, so of course, today I got secured 4 pair. Some of them were some friends. I checked out the resale on them since they sold out at a lot of places online, especially in the average size like mine, 9.5. I go true to size. And I looked at Flight Club, they sold out of their 9.5, but I'm sure they'll be getting some more in with them releasing today. But they're averaging on the resale about $269, $299, and maybe like Stadium Goods, and like I said, Flight Club, depending on the size, probably like $329. So comment below if it rises, or if it does on StockX, or you paid more for yours. If you're balling out of control and ain't got time to deal with it, you may have shot that 300, that 350, or 400. All right, but today I'm just going to get you hyped with a pair until mine come in, because normally you receive your shoes within 3 to 5 business days, depending on where you live. But now with the coronavirus and they're taking extra measures, and the distribution is a little bit slower, and taking extra measures and handling them to where nothing is contagious. It's like one of mine said estimated like the 20th, and today is the 2nd. It's crazy. So we'll see what happens. But to hold everybody over, and they did like a surprise release too. That's another thing. So I think it was like last Saturday they released some, or maybe it was like a few Fridays ago. It just pops up on your Nike app. If you know what I'm talking about, comment below. Let me know if you was able to secure a pair. And they pop up, and it's sort of like you got to jump on it quick. And I tried for about an hour. I had somebody else helping me, and I didn't get the W. I would have loved to got them early to bring y'all that heat, but I took a W. Comment below if you was able to get yours early for retail, which the retail price is $200 versus back in the day when I think that was like $119. Yeah. All right, but right now I have a throwback pair. Check out Phil Jackson. Well, you saw a picture of him. You got one of the guys being interviewed right now talking about the Chicago Bulls. You see Jordan. And this is going to be a throwback pair that I got, DS. But comment below if you know the secret about this pair, and you can tell me what it is. All right, but this will give you an idea. Old school Jordan box. You see his eyeballs on here and like a shade of his face. The little Jumpman on it. And this is actually a size 10, which I would have went true to size. White, black, metallic red. And these are old, so. Moment of silence. We got Ninth Wonder, samples, the trumpets. Comment below if you hear what I'm saying. All right, so here they go, the Fire Reds. And we'll start from the bottom, since the issue is going to be the yellowing, because this was all iced out. You got Nike on the bottom, Jumpman in red. You got the urine yellow, which it is, you can get like the ice cream from Raleigh Restoration, Sneaker Restorations. Google and check them out. And now it's like a conditioner that you can get from Sally's. I forgot to jot that information down. If you got any questions, comment below. I'll try to give you the link to it. It's like $6 or $7. And you paste it on here like the ice cream on the yellowed part of any sneaker that's iced out, whether it's Jordans, whether it's LeBron's, or any of the old school shoes with ice that may have yellowed. And sometimes this part yellows too. So this is a cool little project. I may order some and do it. These are up for grabs, and they are, I did relace these, so this is not a stock lace, but I'll get into all the aspects of the shoe in a second. But 1990, You know about the Jordan 5s with the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Check out the opening where he's wearing the black metallics, which I have those. Those are suede. And also the grapes and all those different colorways. But yeah, so this particular one needs this ice back. Comment below if you like the yellow look, if you like that, if you love it. You apply the ice with a gel that I'm talking about on the ice, which is the rubberized, translucent, clear sole. Set it out in the sun upright, for a few hours. And somehow, this is called when your shoe detoxifies or something, some type of technical word that happens to the shoes over time if you don't have them in a Ziploc bag or some type of container. Just the elements. This actual pair came out in 2004. So comment below if you have any questions or want to talk about that. You have the reflective tongue. Tongue kissing them, Jordan on the court. You have the Air Jordan behind the tongue. We started seeing the visible Air unit, which has always been Air Jordan, but you see the visible unit. Starting with the Jordan 3s, the 4s, the 5s, and the 6s, as you can see. And one thing about this, imagine, if you didn't get the Jordan 3s, I really didn't know about Jordans when the Jordan 3s was out. The Jordan 4s and the Jordan 5s I started paying attention to as a kid. When you see a shoe with an air bubble on it for the first time, you're like, oh my God, it just looks fun. Or if you see them with the hang tags, the keychains on them, all of that looks fun. Or the little lock string, the lace lock right here, which has Nike on it, by the way. And it's red. Yeah. So I've had these for a long time. Make an offer if you want these. But yeah, ice, Nike right here. When they retro, it has Jordan right there, I think. You got the Jumpman right here. This new pair is of course going to have the Nike Air stitched in the back with that fire red stitching. You got the black on the midsole going into the shark teeth, which are red right here. You get the white tumbled leather. You get the little screen, flat white laces, reflective tongue, red on the interior, and then something on the inside, which I think 2020 is going to have Nike Air on the inside. So yeah, that's basically it. Michael Jordan, number 23. And they did retro some with 23 right here that he actually wore in the game before. Let's get a close up.
But for what?
So you can see them.
Oh, okay.
Alright, so I had these for a while, and sometimes when you get these older shoes, you want to be careful if you're wearing them. I know with the 3s and 4s, these outsoles can just snap off if they're the originals, whether you wear them or not. So you think you can ball in the old ones, you're going to be embarrassed on the court. You'll be walking on your socks, if you have socks on. Also, I think the 11s, on some of the old ones, the soles will detach, and you'll have to get some shoe glue, So you definitely want to be careful. I almost want to put these on for fun, but I don't think I am. I don't really see a problem with them, but Like I said, I might get them iced back out. I might order some of that conditioner from Sally's. See the little white piece right here? Yeah. Comment below if you like these. One of my friends hit me up and said this was in his top 5 of all the time. My favorite Jordan models are going to be the, let's see, we'll start with the Jordan 4s. Probably the Jordan 11s. It used to be the Jordan 5s, Jordan 11s, the Jordan 1s, the OG highs. It used to be the 3s. So it'd be the 1s, then the 5s, then back to the 3s. The 1s might actually be tied with the 5s. I mean, just think about this. These came out in 1990. There's a lot of dope shoes out, other brands. But the Jordans always just stood out. It looked different. It looked like money. It looked like you was balling. I mean, if you're just wearing them casually with jeans. Like in 1990, it was the baggy jeans, just for style. The baggy blue jeans, the baggy black jeans. The shorts, the long shorts like Jordan, not the Daisy Dukes or the tight joints. Windbreaker pants. These, comment below if you wore these with black sweats or windbreakers, like the Jordan windbreaker suit. Can we bring the windbreakers back officially? I mean, as far as retro into culture a little bit, the windbreakers gotta come back. Did you get the black ones? Nike or Jordan? Wear these with some black Dickies khakis if you was on the West Coast. You might would be killing those, like for real. But yeah, right now it's gonna be about the jet black, like I told somebody earlier. Jet black, slim Levi jeans. The slim fit white jeans, Levi's, or maybe the carbon. Comment below if you know what the carbon represents. The premium joints, slashes. The gray sweats will go hard. Black sweats, as far as joggers. In the summertime, your jersey shorts, your cargo shorts. You know, you definitely can wear the Chicago Bulls jersey. I should have broke mine out. I got the pinstripe one. The black with the red pinstripe. But I'll save that for my official video. So be on the lookout for my official video. Look at the UNC fans. They're going crazy. Carolina versus Georgetown, 61-62. 32 seconds. Guess who's going to hit this? Should I give it away? So think about it. We're getting ready to hype it up. We got the coach thinking about it. They want to win this championship game. I go Jordan right now in the present time. Yeah, he's definitely commentating a lot for this series. Oh, they passed it to Michael Jordan. They already know who he is. Alright, he passes it. Dude is like, I don't know. I don't know what's happening. Jordan is getting ready to get it in a few seconds. Check out Patrick Ewing, New York Knicks. Jordan got the ball. It's up to him. Is he going to cry or celebrate? And it's all freaking nets. Hard work pays off, so take no days off. The championship, Chapel Hill is going to go crazy. I think they actually played this game in like New Orleans at the Superdome or something. It was somewhere big. Check out dude, he don't even have the bald head. He's wearing like sort of like almost like a Caesar. He don't even have the wave spinning, he's still sweating. The narrow jawline. Little do he know how many millions he was going to be making. Space Jam? Think about it. Jordan brand? Think about it. Look. They brought it home. They love it. At the University of North Carolina, this cat right here, he's like 8.
Like, comment, share, subscribe. Peace.